Welcome back to another brand new episode of E on the Mic. I'm your host E. Today we are doing our week 10 in prediction. So far last week, 10 and 3, going 85 and 51. Not too bad in the record, E. Not too bad. Let's keep that going. Starting off with our first game on Thursday Night Football. Atlanta. Carolina. Last time these two teams met, it came down to a close one with DJ Moore getting a touchdown, while celebration did cost them the win, plus the kicker missing them both near the end of the fourth quarter and overtime, while the Falcons survived that one. Now, who will win this one? This time will be in Carolina. I do expect this one to be a high scoring game, but I like Atlanta in this situation. I don't know if Carolina could split it, especially right now. PJ Walker did struggle against Cincinnati, while Atlanta, I feel, can have a strong shoot of getting that division. Now, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are there, Saints, but I do like the Falcons in this situation. So give me the Falcons. The Germany game, Seattle, Tampa Bay, 9:30 in the morning on Sunday. Seattle's coming off from a great victory over the Arizona Cardinals, while Tampa Bay's finally snapping their three-game losing streak. Unbelievable there, especially near the end of that Rams game. 16-13 was the final score. Now, this is supposed to be technically be a home game for Tampa Bay, but I do really like Seattle's situation. I'm gonna go with the hot hand. I know Tom Brady did make a comeback last week. I just don't trust in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against that Seattle offense. That offense is gonna be too much for that Tampa Bay defense as of right now. So give me Seattle. Up next, Denver and Tennessee. Denver's coming off from a bye week, while Tennessee's coming off a tough loss against Kansas City Chiefs, which should have won. These two teams, it's gonna be in Tennessee. I'm not really relying on the Broncos right now. I know they had a great victory over the Jaguars before their bye week, but I feel Tannehill will come back and help Tennessee keep that division going as a leading division. So give me Tennessee in this situation. It might be a close one, but give me Tennessee. Up next, Cleveland, Miami. Cleveland coming off their bye week, while Miami coming from a narrow win over Chicago. This is gonna be an interesting game, especially Miami's defense struggled mightily against the run against the Justin Fields and Chicago Bears, while Cleveland coming off from a win 2 weeks back on Halloween night, running all over on Cincinnati and controlling and dominating the game. This game's gonna be in Miami, but I think this is gonna come down to a close one here, and I feel Miami will get the hot hand right before their bye week. So give me Miami. They will go 7-3. Jacoby Brissett will not upset Miami. Now looking at this game right here, Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers, both teams struggling right now. One has a chance to win a division. The other right now, not too much. Right now, they're more looking at like tanking right now for Pittsburgh. It's gonna be at home at Pittsburgh. Noticing there. Now, if New Orleans can somehow win like they did against the Las Vegas Raiders, not how they lost to the Baltimore Ravens, I'm gonna lean a little bit more to the Saints. I'm not sure if I even trust Pittsburgh right now, especially their offense currently right now. Don't know what to expect to see after that bye week. I'm gonna trust in New Orleans there, winning a game there. Even though they didn't play too well against Baltimore, I feel they will bounce back and beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Give me New Orleans, Chicago, Detroit. Chicago coming off of a tough loss, which they should have won over Miami, while Detroit's coming off a big victory over the Green Bay Packers. This is a division rival game. It's going to be in Chicago. I like Chicago in this situation just because of how Justin Fields is playing right now. With that offense, they're trying to do that same type of offense that they're doing in Baltimore right now, and it's working very well. Justin Fields has been running all over, especially from Miami. 178 rushing yards, and still not trusting that Detroit defense, although they got 3 interceptions on Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers has not been the same. I like Chicago in this situation right here. It's going to be at home. They're looking for a win. They're going to get 4 wins in the season. Surprisingly enough, give me Chicago in this situation. Minnesota Buffalo. Game of the week, in my opinion, here. Minnesota coming off a great victory over the Commanders, although they were trailing behind, while Buffalo's coming off a tough loss in New York and may not be with their starting quarterback with Josh Allen with his throwing arm. That's gonna be the main question. See, I know it's gonna be in Buffalo. If Josh Allen cannot go, it'll be Case Keenum. I don't know if Josh Allen was healthy, I probably would have said Buffalo because Minnesota is starting to crack a little bit to the point where I'm not really trusting in them. But it's Case Keenum right now for Buffalo. I want to say Minnesota so bad, but my gut tells me Buffalo at home is gonna be tough for Minnesota, especially Kirk Cousins has been struggling at times against the past couple of games. So I'm gonna go with my gut, go with Buffalo here, even without Josh Allen. I feel it's gonna be a little bit too much for Minnesota. This might be very close in case if it's Case Keenum. I could see this very close, but I feel Buffalo narrowly escapes this and they'll win in the home turf. Giants, Houston. Giants coming off their bye week while Houston's coming off a tough loss on Thursday Night Football against the Eagles. Had a little chance there to kind of upset the Eagles, but could not get a chance there. This one, I don't think it's going to be too self-explanatory here. I like New York in this situation. Coming off from a bye week, they're going to get Kenny Galladay back from the IR. really liking their momentum there. They're looking to win, especially the last time they played. They lost to Seattle, and that punt return really cost them. I think this is gonna be a bounce back game. I'm sorry, Houston, but Houston has a problem. Give me the Giants. Jacksonville, Kansas City. Jacksonville coming off a great comeback victory over the Raiders, while the Chiefs narrowly escaping the Titans in overtime on Sunday Night Football. I don't see this game very close. I know Jaguars got very lucky to come back against the Raiders. I just think the Chiefs will bounce back after that struggle win over against the Titans. And I really see Mahomes going off. I could see probably 40 points, or Jacksonville gets maybe 19 points or so. I like Kansas City in this situation here. Like the offensive pieces they have there, especially if they get Tony involved. Right now, he only had 2 catches for yards last game. If it gets him involved, we shall see something special in Kansas City. I'm going to call this right now. I really like this specialty right here. So give me Kansas City. The Raiders against the Colts. Both teams are struggling. One just fired their head coach and now named Jeff Saturday their head coach, while the Raiders are coming up from a tough blown lead against the Jacksonville Jaguars, leading 17-0. I can't really trust both of these two teams, but if I had to say who get the win, I gotta go with the Raiders. I'm not sure what's going on with the Colts. Getting Jeff Saturday as their head coach, who hasn't coached anything in the NFL other than, of course, coaching in high school. I'm not really trusting in that right now. So give me the Raiders. Dallas, Green Bay. Dallas coming from their bye week. Well, Green Bay coming off a tough loss here. This is going to be in Lambeau Field. Normally, Green Bay can bulldoze Dallas, whether it's going to be in Jerry Jones Stadium or in Lambeau Field. I'm just not really trusting in Green Bay right now, to the point where I really want to lean more to Dallas. Now, I feel a little bit scared because the only reason why is because Aaron Rodgers has been owning Dallas the whole entire career almost. But the way I've seen Rodgers right now, 3 interceptions against Detroit. In Detroit, okay? I'm just not seeing that at all. I'd rather just go with the Dallas defense, well rested. Their offense is well rested as well. Green Bay, I feel, is in shambles right now. If they don't get a wide receiver, maybe if OBJ can go there, but I highly doubt he's going to go there. Give me Dallas in this situation. The Cardinals, the Rams, both teams coming up from a loss there. One coming from a devastating loss, last 9 seconds left into the fourth quarter. The Rams, while the Cardinals coming from a loss from Seattle. They got swept by Seattle. I'm not really liking these two teams here in the NFC West. I think both of their teams are in shambles, especially the Rams with not having a protection. Last time these two teams met, it was in Arizona, but the Rams did win in a close one. I don't see Arizona there, especially right now with the situation right now with Kyle Murray and Cliff Kingsbury right now. I think they're gonna part ways. One of them's gonna part ways. I feel that's gonna be the head coach. I'm gonna go to the Rams here. I know they're desperately looking for a win for a long time, and they'll get it on Sunday. Sunday Night Football. Chargers, 49ers. 49ers coming off from their bye week, while the Chargers are coming narrowly escaping the Falcons 20-17. I'm not really trusting in the Chargers. Chargers right now are making me nervous a little bit, especially every time I pick them. Every time I pick them, they somehow either get blown out, get very close leads, like the Falcons, the Browns for a prime example. While San Francisco is looking on the high run, especially CMC before that bye week, looked phenomenal against the Rams. I like this situation for San Francisco. While San Francisco is going from a high right now, I really like San Francisco in this situation. They will go 5-4 and will try to compete with Seattle in that division. And the Monday Night Football. Washington Commanders, Eagles. Eagles coming out from a great victory over the Texans on Thursday Night Football last time, while Washington coming from a devastating loss to the Vikings, 20-17 in a game-winning field goal for the Vikings. As much as I want to say there's going to be an upset, there could be a possibility of an upset. I just don't see it happening in Philadelphia with Washington. I mean, Heineken cannot throw any turnovers against that Eagles defense right now. Last time Washington played against Philadelphia, they had a field day with Carson Wentz. I feel they have a field day on Taylor Heineke. I like the Eagles situation, and if I had to say points right now in this game, whew, man, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with 46 for the points right now. I think this could be one of that's gonna be a blowout, while Washington will score a couple of points there, but I see the Eagles dominating this one. 46 points. As we conclude this week 10 prediction, I want to thank you guys for tuning in for this predictions. As always, let's hope to get 10 wins next week. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care. Peace.